Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. This is my second game of the day on... This is on There Will Be Blood map. So this is a rematch. I'm using France again. My opponent's using Russia for this game. Got an immediate clash for the oils. And it's not going well for me at all. That wasn't good, I gave it up. Lost 4-6 against me, so that wasn't great. That's a little better, but yeah, can't push with two guys. 10-9 now, so that's not too bad. I didn't lose my engineer, and my opponent hasn't got an engineer there. So it's not too bad, but he's retained the position. So he won. His losses were worth something, mine weren't, sadly. Bringing up rocket troops. Yeah, he still hasn't got an engineer. There, it looks like he's run out of money now. Both of us. It's the dry spell of our build orders. I'm being very defensive. Making a small scouting mission, but my light tank barely survived it. There's the enemy engineer. Repairing my light tank there, sending out a few rifles, just to make sure the enemy isn't setting up an early base push. Or if he making sure he isn't setting up a base push at my ore patches, I should say, because that's the most likely place is for an opponent to set up a base push is where they cut off a supply of your ore while they're doing it. Now he's taking all 4 oils. I've got my expansion set up. He is also setting up his first. I've got some expansions set up in the far corner. I am ahead of my opponent in expansions by the look of it. Scouting ahead a bit. This area was ripe for a Gren drop, but I'm allies sadly, so I don't have that option. Capturing the hospital. Bringing up the MCV. There's me setting up my war factory at the front line now. There's some focus fire. Desperately trying to rush reinforcements in. Those pillboxes are lethal. They're very good. And I've won on this side because I've got tanks drawing a bit of fire. Why are they... Oh well, at least it didn't kill them. A bit of a move command failure. My MCV's falling back. Lost that war factory, so my opponent... Yeah, he did well there. Pushed me back and is expanding himself, securing this area quite well. And I've pushed it. Look, had a chance where I could have consolidated. And he's seen, I'm assuming he's seen this mistake that I've made and just overextended and overrun. Now, he's probably aware. He's not adding units to this front line. He's building up a force here on this side, so he's probably aware that he's got me. Not a very good situation that I'm in. And I have scouted a bit here, so I do know that my enemy's got an expansion set up here. So I've got a spy. I've camouflaged him as one of my own men while he's out of the enemy view range, so the enemy shouldn't spot him as a spy. And I'm going in here to try and steal some cash. He's got money, I'm struggling for cash, so I need this. There's my spy. And I want him in there quickly, and I can see the enemy coming, so I'll try and rush these guys forward. Ouch. I'm afraid not, Mr. Bond. They were expecting you. And that was a bad sign. After that, I failed with that attempt. So I'm trying to consolidate a bit. Let's check on our army values, and I'm being hit here. And I've noticed I've got ore trucks under threat. Let's see my reaction. There we see. But I shouldn't be sending any units up there. What I do is I realise that's wrong and start to send this primary production, 2 rocket troops, 3 rocket troops will deal with that, no problem. The rest of my units need to defend the base, which he caught me very well with a good attack here. My MCV's falling back, taking heavy damage, lost tank production. So I'm lucky enough to be able to build artillery, so I've got that on the go. It looks like I've actually got a decent force. It's just, you know, I didn't look at this. That's not how you fight. I didn't do that very well. I've got an artillery piece set up, so it's a pillbox drawing a bit of attention. A little bit of damage, and then lost the artillery. Such a shame. And that was, I didn't realise that attack I've lost because that counter-attack, that attempt at defending my base was such a poor effort. I fed my army piecemeal into the enemy, so I gave that away, and he's in a very strong position here. He's getting tech. He's secured plenty of ore assets, whereas I've run out and they've even regrown since I ran out. So, yeah, I've realised the game is up. But what I didn't realise was how badly I messed up at the end there, and that was the only reason I had to lose this, was because of that messed up attack. See, I'm trying to defend myself. I'm still building tech and stuff, look, so up until not long ago. So it's, yeah. He did well though. I can't take anything away from my opponent. Credit where credit's due. He set up a solid base, expanded well, and basically smashed me. So he did well there. Respect to him for that. Well played. So that was game 2, the rematch, and game 1 went to me, game 2 went to my opponent, so we need the decider. So I'll just run through army graph and earnings graph, information like that. See, yeah, lost a lot. I just got slaughtered basically, but it happens, you know. It happens. Well done to my opponent. There we go, as basic stats and information. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Battle control terminated.